Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to a new Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft video. Today we're gonna be talking about the Hunter. Now, I've been playing this game quite a lot over the last few days and I've been messing around with all the different kind of classes that are available in the game, and so far I'm really enjoying the Hunter. So in this video we're going to take a look at the actual Hunter cards. I haven't currently purchased any cards yet, so I don't really have any of the fancy cards just yet, but it should give you a basic overview of the actual Hunter deck. I managed to get to, let's see, diamond 1 star so far just using the basic card, so it is a really strong deck, and I would just like to show you exactly what the Hunter is all about and how you can actually use the cards that you get in order to win versus your opponent. So let's have a look at my actual deck so far. It is called Beast Mastery. As you might have noticed already, it has the word beast in it. Now this is basically the very basics of the Hunter. The Hunter just uses a lot of beasts. We have a lot of spells such as the Hunter's Mark, for example, changes a minion's health to 1. For example, Arcane Shot deals 2 damage. Those cards are cool. Tracking, Flare, you know, those are all fun cards, but most of them are cards like these. The Timberwolf, which is basically a beast. The Starving Buzzard, which is also a beast. The Animal Companion, which will transform into a beast. The Tundra Rhino, also a beast. And really the only one of the Hunter specific cards that I have so far that isn't a beast is the Houndmaster. And this is basically a big buff to any kind of beast that you have. So as you might have noticed, I said a beast a whole lot of times. So the Hunter deck and the Hunter decks that you will most likely see will all be based around the beasts as minions and then spells to back it up. So for example, you will see a lot of bears on the field with a bunch of rhinos, and then you will see a lot of multi-shots to basically deal with everyone. Now so far, my deck has been pretty solid. I got Arcane Shot twice in there, I got Flare once in there, I got Tracking, which just allows me to take a look at the cards that are available, and those 3 are really solid, just all around cards. Now then we have the first beast that I'm using. It is a Stone Tusk Boar, just the very opener card, and you know, usually whenever you open a game you definitely hope you will be getting this one, because it's 1 mana only, and obviously you can play this one right away. The next up, the Timberwolf. The Timberwolf, since we are focusing on these beasts, the Timberwolf actually allows all the beasts that are available to get another attack power. So if you play the Timberwolf in combination with all the other cards and all the other beasts that we have, they all will benefit from the +1 attack. Now we have Misdirection, which is another spell that you can actually cast on your hero. I guess we will find out shortly. Then you have another beast, another beast, another beast, which will allow you to draw cards, another beast. A Deadly Shot, which is something that I'm trying to mess around with, but basically it all comes down to a whole lot of kind of beasts in this deck. So what we are gonna try and do is get a whole lot of stuff out on the board, use spells to do a lot of damage, and just try and target fire down our opponent. So let's just actually try a game versus the AI. So I'm gonna go to practice, gonna select my Beast Mastery deck, and we are gonna select a expert level. What do we go for? Let's go for an expert level warrior and play. Okay, so here we go. This is how the game always opens up. I'm gonna actually get rid of the Houndmaster for now, and I'm also gonna get rid of one of the tracking cards, leaving me with the 1 mana and the 2 mana cards behind. And I'm going to replace, and let's see what I will get. Yes, I will get an Animal Companion, which is very useful. Usually this will involve some kind of DPS or tank, which is very useful. Obviously, we need that. Now, I am playing versus a computer. Now, this is the Expert AI, I believe it's called, and Expert AI basically has a lot better cards than me, so I'm not completely sure if we'll be able to win this one, but I guess we will find out shortly. Now let's start off by playing the coin that's going straight into the racial that we have, which is Steady Shot, which just deals 2 damage to the enemy hero, and you can just use that every single turn for 2 mana only, so that's quite a nice thing to do. There we go. The warrior playing the armor up, which just allows him a bunch of armor, which is just very annoying, but you know, we can quite easily deal with that. Okay, looks like we get the Houndmaster right now as well. Now, as you can see, I already have 1 beast, 2 beast, 3 beast in my hand. Then I got a Misdirection spell, which is very useful once my opponent gets strong minions out, and I have a Houndmaster. Now, the Houndmaster allows me to give a friendly unit +2/+2 and taunt. And taunt basically means that they are forced to attack that minion first. Other than that, they cannot attack anything else, you know, on the board, because they will need to kill the minion with taunt first. So usually it is a really strong combination, at least what I found out so far. It is a very good combination to go for the Beast Companion, which sometimes already gets you with taunt in general, and then you add +2/+2 and taunt on top of it. And that way you will have a really solid tank in the early part of the game that you can actually use on the board where you can build from. So you can actually start adding the raptor to it, you can start adding the rhino to it, you can you can just start adding all kinds of stuff. Now what we will need is 3 mana for this one and 4 mana for this one. So the next turn I will be able to play this one, and the turn after I will be able to play this one. So far, I think I'm just gonna do another steady shot and end my turn and see what my opponent's all about. So there we go, he's drawing another card. Yeah, looks like he's also saving up mana for something. He only has 1 left, so not really much happening there either. And we got another charge as well, which will come in useful shortly. But for now, we're gonna play the Animal Companion, see what it becomes. And it becomes a tank already. So this is one of the stronger versions that you can get of that card. Now, can you imagine the next turn where I'm gonna add +2/+2 and taunt on this one, which means that after 4 turns I will already have a +6/+6 at this point in the game, and I can start building the raptor behind that, I can start building the boar, I can start building the rhino, you know, I can do all kinds of awesomeness. His weapon can only do 3. And there you go, mine has only +1 or 1 health left, and that actually did some damage to him as well, so that's quite good. Now I can actually start playing the card that I was saving up for, which is the Houndmaster. Gonna use that on his actual thing, which allows it to go up to 6 and 3, and I will be able to start attacking with this one as well. Let's end my turn and see what my opponent is up to. Upgrade. If you have a weapon, give it +1/+1, so this allows him to go all the way to 4 attack on his weapon. Now keep in mind, this is a taunt minion, so he will need to go through this first, and honestly that was probably not the smartest thing to do. Even though he killed my minion, that took a lot of damage on him. So far so good. We actually just drew another taunt minion, which is the Iron Fur Grizzly, which will just allow us to get another taunt minion on the field, which he will need to go through before he can actually do anything. So this is good, because this allows my Houndmaster to keep this 4 attack up, even though it has 1 health left. He will actually need to focus his attacks first on the actual bear. Now we need to make the decision, do we want to go for 2 of those minions, or do we want to go for a steady shot? I think, considering this one will give our beast another +1 attack, and this one will allow us to attack right away since it has charge, I'm gonna be playing the Timberwolf, I'm gonna be playing the Stone Tusk Boar, I'm gonna use the actual bonuses to start attacking. There we go. Damage dealt. And you can really start seeing this deck shaping up, you know? You can really see what's happening right here, because I just start getting so many units out that I will shortly just be able to just murder my opponent by the sheer amount of stuff that I have. Now obviously he might be able to get some really good stuff out on the board shortly as well. Such as what he's doing right now, which is just straight up annoying. And, oh, it does look like he actually manages to clean up the board so far. But yeah, this is just the general outline of the build. You get a whole lot of units out, and you basically you just play your opponents in your advantage by knowing that your opponent will have a hard time cleaning up all these minions. Now, luckily for him, he managed to draw all these Battle Cry minions, and, you know, they just are allowed to deal damage right when they are spawned. And they don't need to go through the taunt, but the basic outline should be clear. Now, like I mentioned, I currently haven't spent any money on the game quite yet, so let's talk a little bit about the cards that I would like to try out to this deck. So I can actually, you know, figure out what I would like to go for in the future, since I do plan on at least spending a little bit of money on this game. So there are cards like this one. Unleash the Hounds. Give your beast a +1 attack and charge for only 1 mana, which is just a straight up incredibly strong ability, because you can either nuke it, you know, you can use it as a nuke versus your opponent's hero, or you can just straight up use it to do a lot of damage to his minions. Same goes for Explosive Trap. When your hero is attacked, deal 2 damage to all enemies, which is also very strong, as well as Freezing Trap. When an enemy minion's attacks, return it to its owner's hand and costs 2 more, which is a really, really strong one. Other than that, there's pretty much cards, you know, besides those 3, such as Snipe, that I would like to try out. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it. And there's also this card called the Savannah Highmane, which summons 2/2/2 hyenas for the cost of 6 mana. That's quite a lot of mana, but this will just deal so much damage. Whenever you play this one, it will be ridiculously strong. Now, as you can see, there are still a whole lot of cards that I would definitely like to try around and mess with. Obviously, there's King Crush, which just is a straight up, you know, once you play this one, you will just pretty much straight up win. So I hope I will try and get those out as soon as I possibly can. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video about the Hunter deck, the basic overview, and hopefully I helped you out a little bit, considering the choices that you can make as a Hunter. And once more, I can show you the deck that I'm using currently, so you might be able to copy it. There we go. Well, thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. We'll see you in the next video. Bye! Yo, Edge, what's up, dude? How are you doing? I am nailing this guy in Hearthstone, man. This is my first real opponent in this entire game.